Hello my sweet crafty friends, it's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. Let's make a cute vintage stocking. First thing I did was take this wood cutout, which is available in the Shopify account, and I stained it with some brown paint. Went ahead and did both sides and the back, making sure to give it a quick dry before I apply the paint. We're going to use some home decor paint in the color of sheepskin. We'll do 2 coats, drying in between each coat. You want to make sure you have a good coverage with that brown on there, you guys. All right, now I'm just going to take a little gator sanding tool. Guys, you can find that on Amazon, Home Depot, Walmart, probably even Lowe's. It's called a gator tool. It's this little hand sanding block. I'm just going to sand around the edges all the way. Now I have some green chalk paste. This will be available in the store. I have not added it yet. Any green chalk paint will do. You do not need to use this, but that is what I used. And now we have some clear bear wax that came from Home Depot, you guys. And I did dry that green before I applied the wax. Now this is a cute ticking stencil. This is my Magnolia from the Magnolia collection. I will be adding this to the Shopify account as well. This is a reusable self-sticking stencil. It has little mesh screens in between each of those little openings. We're using some chalk paste, not chalk paint, friends, chalk paste, to go right over the top of that. Use a little squeegee, apply it, and then just pull the stencil up and move it down to where I wanted it to go hit that next area. Now you can see I didn't line them up very well, but that's okay. We're going to take care of that. And then I also went over my green. So I did use a little heat tool to dry that. We're just going to sand that red right off of that green. Then we'll reapply it, both of the heel and the toe. Easy fix. No worries. And don't worry, I'm going to fix that little piece right there in the middle. I've got a plan. It wasn't my plan, but let me tell you what, it's going to be so darn cute. You're going to love it. All right, isn't it so cute so far, you guys? All right, this nice big piece of rickrack. That came from Hobby Lobby. It was not Home Depot. We're just going to glue that right there at our little boo-boo. And right on the top, and you'll never know that there was a mistake underneath. It's cute so far, friends. I just love it. Look at that. So stinking cute. All right, we're going to use our Bow Dabra bow maker. Again, you can find this on Amazon or any of the big box craft stores, you guys. I'm just using a bunch of different fabrics here. This particular one I have here came from Joann's. I'm just going to alternate them back and forth. Just use a different technique with making this bow. I will go a couple loops together, and then I'll do 1 loop back to back. Just have fun with it and make it wonky, guys. Add some little rickrack, some red and white polka dot, and just keep going until you get it to the way you want it, friends. All right, little quick fast forward there, and then we have a complete bow. We'll tie it off with our little twine. Give it a nice little shake and fluff out that cute messy bow. And I just love how this bow turned out, you guys. Isn't that cute? We'll attach it right there on top. All right. Now we're going to take some wax. This is just some dark wax, you guys. I really recommend getting the Bear wax from Home Depot. When this is gone, that's what I will be getting. This one's a little bit more expensive. The Bear wax, you get quite a bit more for half the cost. And I'm just using a little old paintbrush and applying some around the edges, darkening it up, and then we'll apply some in the middle. Kind of blend it all together. Kind of adding that aged vintage look to it. Isn't that so darn cute? I just love it, you guys. I'm just going to apply some darker spots in some areas along the edges. Now, if you don't like that dirty look, friends, you don't have to do this. Just leave it nice and clean and bright and white, and you can have a nice, clean, more farmhouse look to yours. Okay, now I have a little round gift tag. I just love these little round ones. They're so different. I got it at Hobby Lobby and came in a big package of like, you know, I don't know, around 8 or 12 or so. Now we're going to use that little face trimmer around the edges to rough it up and make it look old and worn. We're going to stamp Ho Ho on here. You can see I was thinking if I wanted to add the other hoe, but that's okay. Just gave that a quick dry with my heat tool because we're going to crinkle this baby up and make it look nice and old and break down the fibers in that tag. I'm going to use that same wax, just kind of apply a little bit here and there, make it look a little bit old again. It looks so darn cute. Now we're going to take some twine, tie that off. Add a nice big rusty jingle bell to the top there on our bow, and you can see we're going to add some on the bottom. That is Excelsior, guys, that I'm adding in there, and it just gives it a little bit of extra texture and fun. Just love it. I got mine as a giant bag on Amazon, but you can get it in Hobby Lobby. You want to go into the gift wrap section to get the right one. Otherwise, you're going to get a nice thicker one that is a little harder to work with. You can still work with it, it's just a little bit thicker. Now I just took a piece of drop cloth, folded it over, and glued it to the back for the little hook on the back there. And now we're going to add some small rusty jingle bells and our little tag at the bottom there. And you guys, I just love, love, love how this turned out. Again, the stencil and the wood cutout will be added to the Shopify account. I really wasn't happy with this cutout of this stocking, so I redrew it, and I'm waiting for Kevin to cut it out. So once I get a picture of that, I will add it. The stencil will be available. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just love it. I hope you loved it as much as I do. Please, if you did, give me a little sprinkle, friends. Thanks for watching. Love ya.